Breaking news now on Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
As we come on air here at 10, a car crash is under investigation in Somers. We're told someone has seriously been hurt after that car hit a pole. Thanks for joining us here on the CW20 for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Sarah Sanchez. Fox 61's Tim Latow is on Battle Street in Somers right now to bring us the latest on this breaking news story tonight. Tim.
Sarah, a serious crash just on the other side of this hill here in Somers. According to the Somers Fire Department, one car was involved with serious injuries. The car apparently hit a utility pole. It's unclear how many occupants were in the car at the time of the crash. A utility vehicle here just actually showed up behind me as well. You may have seen that. And there's a significant law enforcement presence. Many squad cars at surrounding homes in the area. At least 2 homes have squad cars in the driveway. Unclear how that may be helping the investigation at this point. Weather could have been a factor. It's been raining on and off as well. The roads are quite slick out here, and there is fog, especially on some of the lower points of those hills. This is a very hilly neighborhood, just about a half mile from downtown Somers. Again, Battle Street between Mason is blocked off. I'm here at Mason Lane, where it's blocked off. And a significant law enforcement presence. You can see the flashing lights well off in the distance, as well as investigators walking around with flashlights. A lot of details still not clear at this point. We'll be sure to keep you updated as we learn more, both on the air and fox61.com. For now, in Somers, Tim Latow, Fox 61.
Thank you, Tim. To the weather now. We have a few storms out there tonight. Take a look at the live radar. The headline here is some beautiful weather ahead, though. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining me now. Rachel, it looks like there's a lot of lightning out there.
Yeah, and these storms are going to be hit or miss, and for most of us, miss. But the storms that have fired up in eastern Connecticut, well, they are packing a punch with some heavy rain, lots of lightning associated with them. Storrs, Chaplin, Ashford, Manchester, Columbia, all kind of going to bed tonight with the sounds of the rainforest. I don't expect these to turn severe, but we will see some gusty winds with them, especially the storm here around Chaplin. And this will continue to move south. It's associated with a cold front that will bring some big changes to the state as we head through the week ahead. Notice some of these showers shifting south, but again, some areas will stay completely dry. Right now, it is very humid, if not tropical, but by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, we're going to be in that comfy category, and that's the way it stays all week long. Low temperatures tonight will drop back into the 60s, and I do think we'll wake up with some clouds out there tomorrow morning, but clouds will break for sunshine, and it's going to feel like a world of a difference out there tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the 70s. We'll see plenty of sun in the afternoon, and we've got some cool mornings ahead this week as well. Almost a taste of early fall weather. We'll explain your full forecast is coming up in just a bit, Sarah.
Thank you, Rachel. A man is dead. Another is hurt after an early morning shooting in New Haven. Police still don't know if the shootings are related, though. 18-year-old Dylan Cornelius from West Haven was found on College Street. He died at the hospital. Police found shell casings up and down College Street. The other victim was a 23-year-old Hamden man. He was grazed by a bullet, but police don't know the location of that shooting. Both shootings are under investigation, and if you know anything, you're asked to give New Haven police a call. An East Windsor man is dead after a crash overnight. Police say Jared Charay was ejected from his pickup on Rye Street just after midnight. An officer found him in the road and started CPR, but he didn't survive. His truck had gone off the road over a guardrail and into a utility pole. Wires were dangling and there was a slow diesel leak down an embankment. Police are still investigating. Well, new tonight, a Connecticut lawmaker says he's being threatened online, and those threats are now extending to his family. State Representative Corey P. Paris, who represents District 145 in Stamford, says an investigation is currently underway. On Friday, he reposted a video on social media that showed ICE raids in Stamford. He told people to be vigilant and aware of their surroundings. An online group accused him of doxing ICE agents, and ICE reshared that post. Paris says he received several threats, including death threats and racial slurs. He says people also called for him to be arrested. In a statement, he says, quote, "I do not regret standing up for the targeted and voiceless. I do not regret choosing compassion, vigilance, and safety for all who call our community home. Leadership is not always easy, but it is always necessary, and I will continue to do what I have always promised, to serve, to stand, and to speak for those who too often are unheard," end quote. Speaker of the House Matt Ritter also sent us a statement saying in part, quote, Representative Paris's message of neighbors looking out for neighbors is powerful and not uncommon for an elected official. Any threats and racist taunts are disgusting and they will be investigated and those responsible will be held accountable, end quote. We do want to note that Paris is engaged to Fox 61 morning news anchor Symphony Privet. As a new contender for Connecticut governor emerges, lawmakers are fighting to prevent sharp health insurance rate hikes. Fox 61's Stefan Reels breaks down the week's top political stories ahead of a crucial decision Monday.
The race for governor has slowly become more crowded after state Republican Senator Ryan Fazio announced he wants to shoot his shot for the head of the state.
Families are hurting. There's something broken in our state capital.
With this ad, Senator Ryan Fazio began his bid for the governor of Connecticut and entered as another Republican contender for the role. Currently, the senator will face off against fellow party member and Westport First Selectman Jen Tucker, as well as Democratic State Representative Josh Elliott.
We're going to have to be ready for a tough fight.
However, some of the biggest players may still have to join the race. Current Governor Ned Lamont hasn't officially made the announcement, but has said he is leaning toward a run. There is also Republican New Britain Mayor Erin Stewart, who only launched an exploratory campaign for the role, but has said her campaign has raised $300,000 with what she says is 4 times the cash on hand of others in the race.
I refuse to stay idle while we watch the decline of our great state.
While parties may be divided over who they want to be the next governor of Connecticut, they are united over one issue, and that's the fight against some of the largest health insurance increases we've seen in years.
On Monday, the state's insurance department will decide what this increase will look like. This hike proposal comes from the 7 insurers you see on your screen. This could potentially affect 224,000 people across the state. The average individual rate hike is close to 18%, compared to an 8% increase in 2024. This is strong criticism from state Republicans and Democrats like Attorney General William Tong, who said in a statement to Fox 61, this is an utterly broken and unworkable system.
Another huge rate spike will crush working and middle-class families.
Republican Senator Tony Hwang is on the state's insurance committee and says the state has done what it could to curb these hikes and demand more transparency from insurers, especially since they likely have other sources of income.
You're saying you don't have money, but you have millions of dollars to give to executive compensation and to Wall Street dividends. Something is inconsistent.
It's now why lawmakers urge anyone who could potentially see these spikes to speak during Monday's public information meeting before the insurance department makes its decision, which could be impacted by recent changes to Medicaid.
The real danger and potential is these insurers may in this meeting ask for a higher number because of the federal impact in regards to the Affordable Care Act changes.
The senator tells me we could potentially see a decision made relatively quickly after the meeting on Monday. So if you'd like to attend in person or virtually, we'll have the information on how you can do so on our website, fox61.com. In Hartford, Stefan Reels, Fox 61.
Right now, state police want help identifying the man and dog seen in these pictures. Take a look. Troop F in Westbrook say they need to find out if this dog is properly vaccinated because it bit someone Friday afternoon. This happened at the Drift in Essex. If you know the man or recognize that dog, give Troop F a call. A man in Vernon somehow got himself stuck in a playground slide. You want to take a look at these photos from the Vernon Volunteer Fire Department. Firefighters say the man got stuck around 4:30 yesterday afternoon at Northeast Elementary School. When crews got there, they found the man wedged feet and head first down the tube. Strange position. He was in a lot of pain and needed oxygen from EMS. He was stuck in the middle section, and heat was a concern here. Firefighters took the slide apart and got the guy out within 30 minutes. We spoke with a teen who grew up in the area.
It's kind of crazy because like the teachers used to say that like it's dangerous, but you never expect someone to get stuck. And it's kind of sad to see that like it in shambles and like not really together. Hopefully they can put that back soon, but it's crazy.
The fire department says the man was checked out by EMS and refused to be taken to the hospital. We have new details about a lawsuit in New London more than a year after a church collapse. Engaging Heaven Ministries and First Congregational Church are being sued by Greater New York Mutual Insurance. The insurer is suing on behalf of a neighboring property owner whose dorms and commercial space took about $80,000 in damage. The company says the church owners failed to maintain and repair the building, which they believe led to the collapse. We reached out to both sides for comment. We're still waiting to receive word. There's a push to rename one Hartford street after a fallen hero. Supporters want High Street renamed Bobby Garton Way in honor of Detective Robert C. Garton, who died in the line of duty in 2023. Friends and neighbors say his bravery and service to the city deserve lasting recognition. But the change needs City Council approval first. If you live in Hartford, you can sign an online petition to show your support. Well, today capped off the annual Wigwam Festival on the Mohegan Reservation. Fox 61's Victoria Anderson was there. She brings us a taste of the celebration.
Flags high. On the move. It's the Mohegan way of remembering the past.
Because when we are all together, the ancestors know that we're celebrating them and their ability to hold on to our culture.
And protecting their future.
And that we're bringing that culture forward for the next generations.
The third week of every August, tribes from across the country head to Mohegan, a massive honor for Chief Lynn Malerba and her tribe.
Indian country is small at the end of the day, and we're all related. We appreciate everyone's differences, but there's so many commonalities between us. It just brings us joy, and it brings us honor when they take the time to come visit with us.
A welcome mat for all, no matter where you call home.
It's a celebration for both Indigenous people as well as just non-Indigenous people to come learn about our culture, share a little bit about our history.
Traditional dancing, food, and attire line Fort Shantar.
Well, I've been coming to this festival since it was down at St. Barnabas School, which is about 30 years ago.
Vendors like Sa'ajapo bring handmade art as a piece of tribal life you can take home.
Every year I see them, they come back, they buy more, they'll go buy, and they come back and go, look, look.
As well as sending you home with a message of love.
Akwani. It means safe journey, and I hope I see you again.
And this is an annual festival held every August, and we'll have more details on next year's event on our website at fox61.com. Reporting in Mohegan, Victoria Anderson, Fox 61.